Hi, Cottonwood. How's it going? It's Mr. P, Mr. Pedregon, sitting here in my office that is now a music classroom. So, welcome to our online music space, I guess you could say. So, as you can see, there's some familiar things from the regular music classroom, and then there's obviously things that are different because this is actually my office at home, right? So, we have a little bass xylophone over here. I brought home a bunch of different instruments, my recorders, xylophone, a little glockenspiel, and you might actually notice a friend of ours from the music room, Leo, who I had to bring because I know he is good friends with some of you over at Cottonwood, and I thought it would be nice to bring him along on this online learning journey with us. And I'm sure some of you are appreciative to see him. So, wait, hold on. What's that, Leo? Oh, you think we should start with a read aloud? Oh, sounds good. Oh, and you brought a read aloud for us to do? Sounds great. Here we go. So, here's a book called I Am Peace. I thought this might be a good way to just start us off in this online learning adventure. I was trying to find something that would be relevant to what's going on, our current situation, and how we might be feeling all kinds of different feelings about it. We might be kind of, yeah, I get to stay at home, or, oh, I don't want to stay at home all day. We might have some fear and anxiety around what's going on. And so I picked this book because it kind of helps us deal with that. And it is called I Am Peace, a book of mindfulness. And I know we haven't done a lot of mindfulness practices in the music room lately, but if you think back and remember about how, taking deep breaths, okay, kind of being still and calm, can kind of help us with whatever anxiety we might be feeling in any context, really. So here we go. Let's get started. I'm realizing I'm going to have to scoot up, aren't I? Give me just a second. All right, I have this little ottoman thing I'm sitting on to see if this will work. Don't laugh. I'm trying. I'm doing my very best. Okay, here we go. I hope you can see a little better. I Am Peace, a book of mindfulness. That sound you hear is my dog scratching his neck. I'll introduce you to him a little later. Okay, but we got a read aloud to do. All right, here we go. I Am Peace, a book of mindfulness. There are times when I worry about what might happen next and what happened before. The thoughts in my head are rushing like water, and I feel like a boat with no anchor. Being carried away. Right? I bet a lot of us have felt this, adults included, in the last couple weeks, right? I give myself a moment. I take a breath. And then I tell myself, it's all right. Let's try that. We're going to take a deep breath, and then we're going to say, it's all right. All right? It's all right. I feel the ground beneath my feet and steady myself. And start to notice the here and now. My thoughts begin to settle. My mind begins to clear. I am peace. Look at that hippy dippy kid. Love it, right? Peace signs and everything. I can watch my worries gently pop and disappear. I let things go. I can say what I feel inside and out. I know myself. Look at this peaceful kid. I can share kindness with others. I make a difference. Isn't that nice? This reminds me of springtime, right? And spending all this time at home, I've actually gotten a chance to get a head start on my gardening. Usually for music teachers, springtime is a little crazy with getting ready for concerts and making sure we get everything in that we need to learn. And I'm always behind on my gardening. And my neighbor, who's just like right next door here, her name is Kay. She's a retired teacher also. Because she's retired, she has a lot of time, right? Beautiful garden all the time. And I always feel like I'm playing catch up, like, ooh, sorry, the yard does not look that great. So it's nice to kind of be home and spend some time in the yard and gardening. I hope many of you maybe have felt the same thing. I can hug a tree and thank it for its beauty and strength. I connect to nature. Always real important time to give us the opportunity to connect with nature, right? I can watch the clouds make shapes against the sky. I know wonder. I can taste and smell and touch and hear and see what is all around me. I use my senses. I can feel my breath, feel my whole body. I tune in to me. So what they're doing over here on these pages, Cottonwood, is talking about different mindfulness practices, about kind of getting in touch with you, right? And being grateful that we have our five senses, that we can sense and see what's going on in the world and be in tune with the world and be in tune with us. Okay, so that's kind of what's going on here. Now the water is still. I have found my anchor and everything is all right. I don't need to worry about before or after. I am in this moment. I am peace. All right, so this page I think is super duper important, right? Okay, not worrying or letting yourself get upset about what happened before, what's going to happen in the future, and just think about what's going on with us right now. And right now, you're safe, you're at home, you're hearing me do a read aloud, we're having music time together. Okay, and so those are all great, wonderful things, right? And whatever happens in the past and in the future, just let it go and just enjoy what's going on right here, right now. Okay? Cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I think that's the end of the book. Oh, haha, it's not the end of the book. Let's keep going. Now I share my peace with others and hope that it is carried away to those who need it. Sorry about that. I totally thought it was the end. And I dream. We are peace. Cool. All right. So, since it is music class, I think it might be time to do some music, right? Behind me, right there, you can't see it because it's kind of too bright. If I scoot back, I think it'll equalize it a little bit. The color, you might recognize this from the music room, which will kind of get us going on the next song. Let's take a look here. This is a picture a student of mine drew many years ago. Right? And a lot of you know this picture and know this song. When I first got to Cottonwood last year, this is a song we did for fun right at the beginning. Some of us haven't sung it since. Some of us have sung it a lot since, right? And this is the Moose song. So here we go. We're going to do all the verses. Those of you who have sung it, rarely get through all the verses because it's a song we usually sing. We're waiting for our teachers to come pick us up from music class, and they usually show up and it's like, oh, time to go back to class, and we'll finish the song later. Well, now's the later time. So, wait, hold on. Leo's sharing something with me. Yes. Oh, I know. It is kind of super embarrassing. Leo was mentioning the mess over here in the corner that you can't see. And I need to share it with you real quick because there's something very special in the mess. All right, let's take a look. So, last week, I ordered a new ukulele. There it is. Okay, so it is a tenor ukulele, which is a little teeny eensy weensy bit bigger than the ukulele we're used to in the music room. That one's a concert ukulele. So let me get a concert ukulele to show you the comparison. Because you know, right, the Moose song happens with the ukulele. So, well, in our music room we do. It's hard to tell, but this one is the new one is a teensy weensy bit bigger than this one. Okay, so those of you in the older grades, we've talked about low instruments and high instruments, and specifically the xylophones, like the one right here, how it goes bass is the lowest, okay, and then in our music room, the middle one is alto, and then the highest are the sopranos, the xylophones and stuff, okay, and we talked in pretty much all the grade levels. The bigger the instrument, the lower the sound. The bigger the bar on the instrument, the lower the sound. And the smaller, the higher the sound, right? So in choir, we would separate the voices from high to low with the words. You know, soprano's the highest group of singers. Then it's alto is the next highest group of singers. Tenor next, and then the lowest are the basses. And those terms are used with instruments, with all kinds of stuff. And I know a lot of you, I know older kiddos, you guys have heard this before. Younger kiddos, you've heard it just a little bit. So there's, bass xylophone, there's the string bass, there's a bass guitar, there's a tenor and alto saxophone, and things like that. So in ukulele land, this one is the alto. We call it a concert, though. They call it a concert ukulele. That's only for ukuleles. But it's the alto voice. This one is the tenor, a little bit bigger. Now, if we went in this direction for a higher voice, then that would be the soprano ukulele. And that's an itty-bitty one. That's the real, true ukulele, right, is the soprano voice, the soprano ukulele. Okay? And then on this end, there is a baritone, which is kind of in between. Sorry, I don't have enough hands. Which is in between the tenor and the bass, and then the lowest one there is such thing as a bass ukulele too. So this is my new tenor, which is what we're gonna do the Moose song with. Sorry, I know there's a lot of talking. Well, let's get to singing. Here we go. Let me put the concert one away. Get the alto one out, the tenor one out. Here we go. I don't know if my foot will work there. Now, here we go. There once was a moose who liked to drink a lot of juice. There once was a moose who liked to drink a lot of juice. Singing way-oh, 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 way-oh. Fred, he liked to drink his juice in bed. The moose's name was Fred, he liked to drink his juice in bed. Singing way-oh, 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 way-oh. The moose he drank with care, but he spilt it everywhere. The moose he drank with care, moose, all covered in juice. Now there's a moose on the loose, all covered in juice, singing way-oh, 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 way-oh. The moose, he ran away, I haven't seen him till today. The moose, he ran away, I haven't seen him till today. Singing way-oh, 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 way-oh. The moose was chased by a snake and fell into a lake. The moose was chased by a snake and fell into a lake. Singing way-oh, 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 way-oh. The moose was chased by a bear and lost all of its hair. The moose was chased by a bear and lost all of its hair. Singing way-oh, 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 way-oh. The lake was filled with juice, just like the moose. The lake was filled with juice, just like the moose. Singing way-oh, 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 way-oh. So, I don't know if you noticed, I accidentally switched the last two verses accidentally. It's supposed to go, chased by a snake, fell into a lake, then the lake was filled with juice, just like the moose. It's kind of like a funny little joke, and then the bear lost all of its hair. So, you know the format as it's an echo song, right? I sing a little part. There once was a moose, there once was a moose, who liked to drink a lot of juice, who liked to drink a lot of juice. There once was a moose, and it goes on, and back and forth and echoing, blah, 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 blah. So, the last, 3 or 4 verses that I just sang to you were actually written by students like you. Okay, at my old 2 schools ago, several years ago, we wrote some verses. So, what I would like you to do at home is a couple things. One is you could just sing it with me back and forth and echo along, and that's fine and great also. You can sing it with your family, where maybe you sing the lead and your family, your parents or siblings or whoever, sings the echo. And if you'd like to film that and post it in the comments under this post, that would be awesome. Okay, and this is especially for my older students, my 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders, okay? If you want to write your own moose verses, I would be so excited, and we could just add on to this song, okay? And you can respond by either just writing the words out in the comments below, or you could film yourself singing them and then post them in the comments below. I'm always super excited when students get to write stuff because you guys come up with the most creative, fun things to sing. Okay, and then maybe next time I see you guys, we can sing some of those new verses. So maybe your verse would be one that we could sing next time I see you. So some things to keep in mind. Okay, notice the rhyming scheme. Okay, moose and juice. There once was a moose who liked to drink a lot of juice. So this is going to be an exercise in practicing your rhyming skills, right? Making sure it rhymes. Your music skills, making sure that it fits the time allotted by the song in the music. Ba 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 da 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 ba dee ba ba da ba dee ba ba da ba dee ba da ba da ba da ba dee ba da ba da, right? Okay, and making sure you kind of keep the format of the song. Okay, and I'd be very excited to hear what you guys come up with. So, great to see you all. Okay, we'll see you next week. Leo says bye. Bye. Ah, and I forgot to introduce you to my dog, who's probably going to interrupt our lessons kind of often. Right now, he's kind of pooped. Look at him. He's sleeping. So his name's Dart. So Dart says bye too. All right. Well, looking forward to lots more music lessons. We'll see you next time. All right. We'll see you.